أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Hello and welcome to the program. Thank you very much for watching us. This is the second episode which I'm talking about the life of the Holy Fatima, peace be upon her. Previously we talked about the knowledge, different kind of facets about the knowledge of Fatima. This episode I'm going to talk specifically about the school of law, about Islamic law role in the life of Siddiqatul Kubra, salamullah alayha. It means since in the religion we have different sections and different kind of knowledges have been provided for us. For example, we have different reports about akhlaq, about ahkam, about ma'arif, different things and different schools of knowledge. Specifically this session I'm going to talk about fiqh. It means the role of Islamic law when we take a look and when we catch a glimpse at the life of the Fatima, peace be upon her. When you go to the history and you kind of take a look at the reports from the Ahlul Bayt, because these are the trusted sources that we can understand fully what has happened in the history. When we take a look at that, there are a couple of things that really show us and reflect the role of Islamic law, the role of fiqh in the life of Ahlul Bayt, specifically Fatima Zahra. One fact is very clear and is very helpful for us, and that's the matter of Hazrat Zahra being a source in that era. It means in the history reports we have that the house of Hazrat Zahra has been a place for the women of the whole city. They would come into the house and they would ask any questions that they have had regarding religion, specifically about fiqh. This means that Fatima Zahra has been a complete teacher, has been somebody that knows everything about different aspects of the religion, as we previously talked about the knowledge of the Fatima, but specifically now about the Islamic law. So as you know, women have in some departments very difficult ahkam. It means it's complicated. And if you want to master it, it means that you have to go very deep in terms of religious knowledge. So Hazrat Zahra being the source, being the place that other people would come, other women would come and ask about their affairs, the things, the matters that happened for them and they didn't know what happened. This really clarifies for us that among all of the schools of knowledge in the life of Hazrat Zahra, peace be upon her, this facet was kind of very much showing itself. This facet was something not neglected, something not ignored, but something paid attention to. Not more than it deserves. No, different department in the Islamic law, they have different respects for themselves, but fiqh is important. We're not going to say it is the most important, but it is important, and it is one of the things that can clear the way for us when we want to have a very good relationship for God. We have to know what is wajib for us, what is obligatory, what is mandatory. We have to know what is haram, we have to know what is mustahab and makruh, everything. The fact that Siddiqatul Kubra was this kind of source, this kind of light ray that was shining and was solving the problems of the women of the city is very interesting when we take a look at it, and it just describes for us this aspect of her life. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Welcome back to the program. As previously I was talking about the aspect of fiqh in the life of Siddiqatul Kubra, peace be upon her. I would like to elaborate more on this. When you take a look at the history we have about Fatima Zahra, we see that since fiqh is divided into different parts, means when you have knowledge about fiqh, when you understand it, you know that it talks about the borders of the relationship that you need to have with your wife, with your husband, with your family, with the people, with God, with yourself. So it kind of sets these kind of borders and tells you what to do and what not to do, where you can go and where you cannot go. So when looking at this, I would like to first begin with the relationship of Fatima Zahra with her husband, Amir al-Mu'minin. Now, fiqh plays a very important role in here. It means those people who are very devoted to fiqh and understand it fully, they have its influence in their lives practically. So, what am I going to say? Let me clarify more. I mean, looking at this aspect of her life, we understand that Fatima Zahra was very, very much obeying the laws of Islam. So, for example, Fatima Zahra tells Amir al-Mu'minin that I stay home, I do the house chores, I do the affairs that are concerning the house. I do not go outside of the house. At the beginning of the marriage of the Amir al-Mu'minin with Siddiqatul Kubra, when Holy Prophet told Amir al-Mu'minin that I assign you the activities outside the house, and I assign Fatima Zahra to do whatever which is needed inside the house, almost. Fatima Zahra became very happy, and this means that she was worried about the fact that whether she would be seen by the eyes of the men outside the house, if it was really possible for her and if it was an option for her to go outside of the house. Now, when the Holy Prophet told her that I want you to stay in the house, she became very happy, and that happiness is important, and it tells us the devotion and it tells us the importance of fiqh for Fatima Zahra, that she didn't want to be seen. She wanted to protect herself. She wanted to put whatever she has for the family, for Amir al-Mu'minin. She didn't want to commit sins and commit kind of activities which outside the house for women are very dangerous in terms of Islamic law. Differently, when we go and research about the reports of Fatima Zahra, about different speeches, about different narrations that we have from her, we face and we encounter some very interesting narrations about the role of women inside the house. Means inside the house is very important. For women, this is one of the really highly pointed and emphasized aspects of the life that women can have. And this is one part about women that when they focus on it and when they pay attention on it, when they understand more about it, they understand more about themselves, that they can prove themselves and they can be the most useful and they can be the best when they have kept themselves protected in a very protected area, like inside the house. For example, let me say this. Fatima Zahra says it is best for women not to be seen and not to see men. It is best for them in a way that men don't see them and they don't see the other men. So it is very important to protect themselves. And inside the house, for example, Fatima Zahra says when a woman washes the dishes, when you wash, for example, a pot, a bowl, something, the dishes that we have for food, when a woman washes those kind of dishes and the things remaining of the dinners and lunches and breakfasts that we have, when you wash that, God clears you out of your sins. It means how important is it for women to pay attention actually to these very simple things that they do every day, but they are very important in the eyes of the fiqh. Thank you very much. Goodbye.